they were actually the ones making fun of OnlyFans creators, making fun of influencers. I could never do that. I will never do that. I have morals, blah, 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 blah. Every single bitch is on there now. The same bitches that were making fun of me are now on OnlyFans making $2K a month. Bitch, go back to your 9 to 5. These people are ruining the whole platform.
Turn your headphones. Check 1, 2.
Boosted, gone wild.
It's that
boosted chick. Your husband subscribed.
I did just say that.
All right. Hello, guys. So I am back and better than ever on my first podcast episode of Boosted Gone Wild. So I wanted to first explain the difference of what She's All Cap and what Boosted Gone Wild is going to be like. I know I had a podcast host last episode and last podcast, but I am riding solo dolo for this, and I'm super excited because I get to talk about mainly of what I want to talk about. I love my podcast host, Mir. We're still great friends, of course, but I love a little sprinkle of politics, and I have a lot of industry hacks and a lot of secrets that I can bring to the table, and I could talk a lot more one-on-one with you when it's just me. So with this podcast, it's going to be a lot of untold truths of the industry, a lot of secret, wild, crazy stories that many don't know and many are really scared to talk about. But you already know I was canceled before. You cannot cancel me again. So here we are with Boosted Gone Wild, episode 1. I'm super excited to share it with you all. And yes, turn your headphones up because here we fucking go. So I want to first recap January, of course, because that was my birthday. I turned 31, and AVN Awards was the first week of January, and I got to hear a bunch of crazy stories. I was not there. I was in Miami, but I'm sort of glad I wasn't. I am hearing a huge gonorrhea outbreak happened, which I personally do not do sex acts on my sites or anything like that, but I am friends with a lot of sex workers, and they're telling me it was insane. People are not getting tested, or they're lying about their test, or they're not getting the correct test. So from what my understanding is, you can get a swab test, and that's obviously like in your punani. And you can also get one in your mouth, but people are skipping the mouth test and they're just getting the regular swab and it's coming back negative, but they're not getting swabbed in their mouth, which they're forgetting that they're doing things with their mouth too. So this gonorrhea is spreading all over, and it's pretty crazy because it's going to get a really bad rep for the industry. And now it was all over the news last week that there is a new strand of gonorrhea that is not able to be cured, and they're trying to figure out what's going on. But this is just a memo. Everybody go get tested. Don't be dirty. Like, come on. Even somebody was on the Twitter spaces the other day, some guy, and he was like, well, I can't afford for the extra testing for the mouth. Like, okay, then get the hell out the industry. Like, what are you doing? You can't afford to get tested. Sounds like your content is not that great. So let's get it together, pay for your testing, keep everybody safe. I'm so glad that I'm not in the sex community to deal with all of this. I get to just see it from the outside, letting y'all know what's going on. And then let's go off with another like little scam that's going on. I feel like January is full with scams. It's a new year. There's money to be made. People can do a lot of write-offs, and people just, it's a new year. They're willing to spend money. Don't spend money on these fake magazine cover contests. Like Maxim Mag, you can go and be the cover of the magazine, but you need to go get people to vote for you. Guess what voting is? Money. You have to pay to vote. And they're just scamming all these rich dudes. Like, I know I could get a bunch of guys from my OnlyFans, be like, oh, hey, go support me on Maxim Mag so I can be the cover of magazines. They're going to spend thousands of dollars, and they're just using your brand that you created to fund their own bullshit. So please don't fall for these. Everyone, we all need to stick together. Stop doing these stupid ass magazine cover things. The only person who's going to win is whoever has a sugar daddy who's going to spend a bunch of fucking money on one girl. That's it. Stop doing it. Another thing that I want to let you know on another scam is most of these agencies, they're going to come after me because of everything I'm about to say, but a lot of them are scammers. I am getting at least 20, I'm not even lying, emails, Twitter messages, and Instagram messages a week like, hey, I'm so-and-so agency. Let me run your OnlyFans. I can make you 6 figures a month. Look at the statistics. Not everyone can make 6 figures a month. It is not realistic. No, it's very rare. You have to build a following to get to that. People don't understand. You can't just be Sally Joe from down the street with 10,000 followers and an agency slides in your DM saying that they can make you 6 figures a month. That's not going to happen. I'm sorry to tell you, but they're just trying to scam you. And on that note, agencies, they work for you. You do not work for them. A lot of these agencies, I'm hearing horror stories from my friends that they're so scared to get out of their contract, and they promise all these things that they're going to do for you, get you on certain podcasts, get you like news publications, get you a post on World Star. They don't do any of that shit. You can do it yourself. I have connects. You guys want to buy a World Star post? You guys want to get on a podcast? Do it yourself. Nobody wants to work nowadays. It's so weird. I reach out to I take time out of my day and I'll email. Like, I would love to be on Joe Rogan Experience. I would love to be on his podcast. I have messaged him at least 20 times and he has not seen them, Joe Rogan. But at least I am working. So a lot of you guys just want this easy dollar, and it's not going to come easy. Stop letting these agencies fool you. They will not do shit for you, and you're getting scammed. So please stop. I'm going to be talking about this a lot on the podcast, but just a little brief 2 minutes of that. Along with the OnlyFans world. Oh, where does it stop? We are seeing a lot of creators every day sign up for OnlyFans. We even have Iggy Azalea signed up for OnlyFans last week, and I love Iggy to death. But what is going on nowadays is that everybody is getting on OnlyFans. I like to call these people the people who took over OnlyFans and kind of disrupted the OG creators. Now, let me remind you, I have been on OnlyFans since 2018, way prior to the pandemic, I like to call it. So I like to call the COVID creators, I like to call them, they are the girls or the guys that were working 9-to-5 jobs prior to COVID. And they were actually the ones making fun of OnlyFans creators, making fun of influencers. I could never do that. I will never do that. I have morals, blah, 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 blah. Every single bitch is on there now. The same bitches that were making fun of me are now on OnlyFans making $2K a month. Bitch, go back to your 9-to-5. These people are ruining the whole platform. It is crazy. I have girls contacting me left and right to try to get help. And I would love to help you. Like I said, I am building a mentorship and I've been working really hard on it, but I'm not going to put it out half-assed. But a lot of you girls don't understand what goes into building an audience. You can't just open up an OnlyFans and expect to get money. There is no explore page. There is no nothing like that. You have to build your brand first. You have to invest in your brand. Don't think that this is coming easy. It's very stressful. I probably spent $100,000 in promo just for my brand alone with World Star posts, shout outs, just getting on podcasts, flying out to Miami just to be on a podcast. Like, there's a lot of things that go into this that people don't realize. It's honestly very tiring to see the OG creators like myself see this, and then these COVID creators, I like to call them, think that it's so easy. So please invest in yourself. I offer all the time to a lot of my friends, like collab posts and to pay me for promo. And they're like, I just don't understand. I'm not going to spend thousands of dollars on a post. I just don't get it. Like, then you're just never going to get it. You'll never get to that money where you want to be if you're not going to invest in yourself. I'm sick of hearing it. I'm sick of even talking about it, but you guys are not getting it through your head. If this relates to you, if you got an OnlyFans and you got into this creator world 2020 and on, y'all need to learn and you need to buy my mentorship because listen, you might make money maybe for a month or 2 or 3. It's going to crash because you have no idea what you're doing. You need to buy promo. I still buy promo to this day, even if it's $100 for a retweet or a pinned post or something like that. You have to do it. You have to. So that's just like the biggest thing I really wanted to talk about. And I'll be talking about a lot. I'll be helping you guys of who you should buy promo from, what you should do to gain followers and gain traction. But like I said, save some money first and then do it, you know? And if you're another one, if you're struggling, you quit your job and you made an OnlyFans, and if you're happy with making $2,000 a month, then so be it. But I don't want to hear you complain to me because you can go bartend and make $4,000 a month, way more than $2,000 a month on OnlyFans. So get your priorities straight. Everybody needs to get back to work. Like I said, it's just crazy. I also wanted to sprinkle in for a lot of my podcasts lately for this new rebranding of Boosted Gone Wild. I do want to talk a little bit about sports because I have been getting into sports betting a little bit. I played softball for 15 years of my life. I love going to sporting events. I think they're really fun. And what's even better is gambling. So I strongly suggest you don't gamble if you have a gambling problem. 1-800-GAMBLER. I don't want to get in trouble. You call that below. Yeah. So anyways, but I did go to my second NBA game in January at the Miami Heat versus Nets. It was so cool. I was in third row, very rare. I was not fucking one of the NBA players. I paid for the tickets all by myself. Very rare. No Drake. I did not fuck anybody. But I think they were like $2,000 a ticket. I was third row, and we on the map when you're buying it, it looks like fucking sick tickets. Dude, we were in the middle, like on the walkway of where people have to walk every 2 seconds, getting in our way. It was a pain in the ass. So annoying. But it was a really wonderful experience. It was really cool. And the NBA is coming to an end for this season. So I just wanted to talk about some things that I am seeing in the NBA world. So LeBron James is about to break the all-time scoring record, and he's about like 1 or 2 games away from this. And I'm not even a LeBron fan. I think he like loves Biden. So not really a big fan of him at all. He says a lot of things that I don't like, but he is a very good athlete. So I will give it to him. I think he's going to break the record this year. And then on the other side of things, there is some controversy. I know it's a little old now, but Chris Pale from the Suns, he was caught maybe fondling with Kim K because Kanye West tweeted something about that, how he caught her, and then all of a sudden it kind of like ghosted out. It was really weird. Like, we haven't heard anything from him on his side, but what we see on his side is he is failing with playing because lately he hasn't been playing well, and I think that it's basically has to do with him fucking Kim K. I think it's in his mind. He doesn't know what to do. I don't know if he's thinking about her ass so much. I'm not really sure what's going on, but I do believe they fondled a little bit. I don't know what you think. Comment below, but I think something's going to happen with that. Who knows? And on the other side, Kanye West just got fucking married, I guess, secretly. It was some weird shit. I didn't really look into it too much, but dude, Kanye is always a talk. Every fucking podcast. It still has not gone away. It's so weird. And on the end of the NBA, I think I am going to place a bet, and I think I'm going to say that Golden State might win again. So I think that's going to be my bet for the year. I would love to hear what you guys have to say about it, but I think Golden State might win again, so we shall see and see what happens with that. But yeah, so let me move on. Let me see what else I have to talk about on this. Oh, this is just super random, but I would like to let everybody know at the age of 31 years old, I just found out what this means. So I keep seeing people tweet and talk, and in the middle of the conversation, it says YT. So this whole time, I thought people were talking about YouTube, like, and the sentence never made sense. I just found out that YT means white. So people were saying white people, and I thought it was YouTube people the whole time. So 31 years old, I just figured out that YT actually means white, and everyone's saying white people instead of YouTube. I don't know. This might be a new thing. I the only one, because I don't know where I was, but I just wanted to let you know at 31 years old, I found that out. So weird. I do keep talking about how people are a little lazy nowadays. Like I said, with social media, just unemployment is on the rise. It's just really crazy. And then the biggest thing right now is obesity. 40% of Americans are obese, and we're trying to normalize it. We have Lizzo over there, shaking her junk that she's got going on, saying that it's okay. Like, it is not okay. It is not healthy. Like, that's cool that you're confident and you're cool with being overweight. I'm overweight right now. Like, I've gained a lot of weight, just depression and winter and shit that goes on. But I'm not going to go out and shake my stomach around acting like it was healthy and sexy, because it's not. And it's not okay to, like, let everybody know that this is cool, you know? And then on the other side of that, I suffer from thyroid disease, Hashimoto's. It's one of the worst thyroid diseases out there. And it's really hard for me to lose weight. My body cannot metabolize things like normal people do. And I suffer on the daily with that. But I'm not going to use it as an excuse, like, oh, I have this, so it's okay to be fat and it's beautiful. Like, it's not. Go to the gym, eat healthier, stop eating McDonald's every day, and just get the fuck up and do things. Like, I'm sorry, but it's not cool. People need to stop thinking that it's okay. Yeah, sorry. I even did a college paper on that, actually, when I was in college, and my professor loved it. I got an A+, just so you know. Thank God I don't go back to school, but I always said if OnlyFans failed, I would go back to my criminal justice degree and try to be a lawyer. You never know. Maybe I could team up with Kim K, get everybody out of jail. All right, so of course I said I wanted to sprinkle in some politics. I'm going to try to leave this towards the end because I know some of you guys don't want to hear about it, but I feel like we need to talk about it. Politics runs social media. If you like it or not, who's running social media, who's running Facebook, who's running Meta, it all has to deal with politics and policies that they want to hide or what they want to spread. So I feel like more of us need to get involved in politics, whether you are a Republican or a Democrat, libertarian, who knows, but everything political runs whatever the fuck you're doing. Whatever job you have, there is some type of politics that is behind the scenes. You need to pay attention, especially with your state. So I got a little spicy on my Instagram story last night. I said, if election day was today, reminder, today, who would you pick? Biden and Trump, and why? So I wanted to do this. I did this on Twitter and I did it on Instagram. I'm not lying. Every single person, and it scrolls forever, said Trump. Literally, everyone said Trump, and 2 people said Biden. 2. And those 2 people were like, because he's racist. It's like, you never really give a good reason. Like, he's not racist. Like, come on. And Biden, if anything, is not helping the black community at all. So let's go there. So I think that people are starting to wake up because a lot of weird shit is happening with Biden. This classified documents that he was making fun of Trump for having. Now he has classified documents. It's like the whole shit is corrupt. And I get it. Both sides are corrupt. But at the end of the day, the better vote, like I said, if the election day was today, Trump is the better option. And for me, you already know that it always was the option for me. But it was pretty crazy for me to see on my stories that the main majority, everyone said Trump. Now, let me pull up my Twitter. So let me see exactly. Right now, it's at 534 votes and 80% say Trump. So that's pretty crazy as well, because before maybe back last year, a lot of people were 50-50. A lot of my followers like Biden, Trump. It was like a fight back and forth. I'm finding more people are starting to wake up and maybe like kind of see what's going on, how it's affecting their wallets, that shit is like kind of falling apart right now. So I feel like this year is going to be pretty crazy. I don't know. It started off really wild. There was a full moon for like 4 days in the beginning of January. It was fucking wild. My birthday, shit show, of course, again. So, oh my God. So my birthday, let's talk about my birthday a little bit. I got there and everything was going well. I always try to make my trips. I fly in. I try to say I'm going to unpack that day, put things away, relax, so I can wake up the next day full and refreshed. I accidentally got lit at dinner and got wild. Patty, I blame you. You got me wild the first day. So the next day I was super hungover, started off my whole week hungover, and we shot with Mozart. I shot with my friend Francia. She's kind of like my mentorship in this whole Instagram life. We started together. I remember we both had under 100,000 followers together, and she fucking blew up. She's at like 11 million right now. She's doing everything right. She's a good person to follow. Check out her content. It's A1. But yeah, so I hung out with them. I did some shoots. And then we had a boat day, which was pretty wild. I fell off the boat again, and I hurt my foot that I just broke 6 months ago. So I was out for the count on the boat. I think I had about 30 minutes on the boat of not a hurt foot. So yeah, I hurt my foot again. And then birthday night was wild. We went to 11. So if you guys don't know what 11 is, it's pretty much the coolest fucking club in Miami, and it's a strip club all in one. So it's fucking sick ass music while there's strippers around. I don't believe it's fully naked. I believe they had lingerie on the whole time. But it was really cool. We had one of the best sections. We had bottle service. They took care of us really well. We were out till 4 a.m. I'm not used to this anymore. So it took me out. So the next day I had to get an IV, and some people don't realize nowadays that you can just order IVs. They can come to your house and they pump you with a bunch of vitamins and you're like good to go. It's fucking wild. But I do that actually like once or twice a month, but I had to do that on my birthday. And then we also went out again. We went to Kiki on the River, which is another favorite spot of mine. If you're ever in Miami, it's like European vibes. It's right on the water, so boats pull up, they party. You can hop on a boat if you're lucky, go out for the night with random people. It's fucking wild. Honestly, Miami's wild, and that's probably why the gonorrhea spread is happening there, because it's fucking insane. It is a whole other fucking country there. And on the Florida topic is with that poll I did with Trump and Biden, a lot of people said fuck them both, Ron DeSantis. So I totally agree with that. I would love Ron DeSantis, but he's like being secretive right now. Like we don't know if he's going to run. I don't know what's going on with that. I would love to see him run because I think he would win by a landslide. I think left and right love him. So I would love to see that happen. So yeah, Florida is like a whole other country that I fucking love. But right now, I am focusing on myself. I'm staying home right now. I know you guys heard a few rumors in the past podcast that I'm trying to open up a restaurant. It's not really a secret, but I am on the final steps with that. So I am going to be focusing on that, and you guys are going to hear about how I went about that, why I went about that, how I saved up so much money to do this. It did not come easily. I am very stressed out all day, every day. Right before this, I was on calls with lawyers, with insurance companies. It's fucking insane, guys. So that's why I've been taking a step from posting. You guys can see my on your own phone. I haven't been posting a lot. I used to post every single day, 7 days a week, 11 a.m. I was on it, but life has been getting in the way. I've been posting less. And honestly, it's been good for my mental health because sometimes it's pretty crazy seeing like the bad comments. Sometimes it gets to you. And you know me, I like to say I'm strong and independent and I'm good and fuck everybody. But sometimes it gets to you. And it's okay that people turn you down or they talk badly about you, just use that and use that as motivation, because I saw a lot of people even saying like, oh, you're gaining weight. I can see it. Oh my God, you're getting thicker. And some people love it. They're like, oh, hell yeah, you're getting thicker. The thick boost, it's back. Like for me, I'm like, ew, that means I'm fat. So I'm taking it. I've been at the gym for the past 2 weeks. I'm not one of those new year, new me. I'm going to go to the gym and February 1st comes and I fall off. No, I'm going to get back into it. I'm claiming it now. Maybe even next podcast, maybe I might even be a couple pounds skinnier. Who fucking knows? But I'm working on myself. I want to let you guys know, and I'm going to let you guys know all my little secrets. I'm not here to gatekeep. I hate gatekeepers. Gatekeepers are the worst of the industry. I love to share. I love to help you guys. There's a lot of people taking advantage of this space, a lot of people taking advantage of female influencers, and I really want to help you guys so that doesn't affect you. Like I said before, please don't fall for these fake agencies that are out there. Most of these people don't even have agency licenses to even be an agency. It's pretty crazy to me. Like I said, focus on yourself, post whatever you want to be genuine. One tip I would like to say is post on your stories, be more you. A lot of people are like, I don't get why I'm not getting traction to my OnlyFans or my Fansly or whatever site you use. It's because you're not personable. Why are you going to say, go subscribe to my OnlyFans when on your story, there's nothing to be seen? Like, it's really weird to me. You have to showcase who you are, what you're about, and show them why to fall in love with you. Why should they pay you money? Why should they subscribe, Because they fall in love with your personality, and they're not going to just fall in love with your looks. Yes, looks are great and all, but it's only going to get you so far. So please just be more personable, be more out there. And if it's not for you, then maybe this path is not for you. A lot of people think that this social media life is easy, but you have to put out all of you out there, and it's really hard. Sometimes you don't want to share the most, but yes, don't share your exact location and like, I'm here right now, like type of shit, but at least share your life, share your pets, show emotion. You have to do this. Draw in your attention to your customers, basically, And on another note, some people don't know this, but a lot of these big influencers with like millions of followers or a couple 100,000, the reason why you don't see them posting on their stories is because they're ran by a guy who runs a fake agency, basically, and runs their Instagram. So as soon as they unsign from their agency, that Instagram turns into somebody else. So if that Instagram was Samantha one day and the next day you're wondering why you follow Veronica, it's because that person was under agency and now it's switched to somebody else. And it's randomly some guy running some Instagram. They're not even that poppin' on Instagram. It's just a good account that keeps getting passed on to another girl. It's so crazy to me. And that's honestly why you see a lot of girls not with posting stories on their Instagram, and they just have a poppin' Instagram page with huge engagement on their post because their agency is buying fake likes, fake comments, and no stories to post because they're not even that fucking girl. So just want to let you know, this is the fake shit that I'm going to be calling out because I fucking hate it. It is so annoying. It's ruining the platforms. People are getting banned left and right because then there's these wars of the agencies, and then this agency's like, I don't like this girl because this girl left my agency for my rival agency. Dude, these agencies are fucking up this whole shit. So I feel like there's going to be a crash on later this year with agencies. I think somebody's going to crack down. I don't know who it's going to be. If it's going to be OnlyFans itself, Meta, the FBI, I have no idea. But something is going to happen, and I hope that we can just see the real of everybody because I would love to. I even follow some girls that I think are so sick. They're so beautiful, but I don't really know anything about them. Like, I don't know what their favorite color is. I don't know what they like to do on the weekend. What the fuck are you about? So, I mean, most of you guys know what I'm about. I speak up. I'm like, oh, I love Trump. Yes, whatever. If you hate it, oh, well, then I don't want your money anyways. I don't want your support. I don't need your follow. I don't need it. But I would like it, but I don't need it. But it's better to just be you, be authentic, because then you get caught up in this fake life and you don't know what's reality. But yeah, so basically, moral of the story, be you, be real. If you want to be successful on social media, then be social. That's basically what I wanted to say. And yeah, so I hope that this podcast is going to do well. I want to help you guys all. I want to share a little bit about me, a little bit about the industry, some secrets. I know it's going to get a little wild on here. I might get canceled a little bit, but it's not going to happen again. I'm sorry, but it will never happen again. But let me know what you guys like to hear, because this is the first episode. I can tweak some things. I can talk about more things that you want to talk about. Like I said, I really do want to focus on industry secrets, industry tips and tricks. Even if you're not an OnlyFans or a sex worker or anything like that, my tips and tricks will be more for social media in general. You can use that across any platform. Sports, again, and politics. But if you would like to hear anything else, or you want to give me a tips and tricks, let me know, because I am running this all by myself again. I feel like I'm running on, but we shall see. But I love you guys. Thank you guys for sharing and showing support. Please like and subscribe. And I'm super excited for this new venture with you with Boosted Gone Wild. So I'll see you guys next time. Mwah.